Kenny Roberts Sr. and Jr. are the only father and son duo to have ever claimed Grand Prix World Championships, and for a good reason. They were both born with racing in their blood. Their fans hold them in high regard worldwide, and their performances have been nothing short of amazing, except for the regular racing hurdles. When Kenny Jr. followed his father's footsteps, the fans were eager to find out if he would be able to give the same performance, or do better than his father, and why not? Considering what his father had accomplished throughout his career, could his son match his performance? They were both MotoGP racers and even worked together on Team Roberts, a team that would fade unexpectedly. With the son following in his father's footsteps, one question was constantly rearing its head to the fans. Who was better, Kenny Sr. or Kenny Jr.? We first have to look at their racing careers to answer this question. So what did Kenny Roberts Sr. achieve? Few people have such a high reputation in MotoGP as the King. Kenny Roberts did not only claim 3 titles in a row for the 500cc World Championships on his first try, but he's also the racer who led to the introduction of the modern rear-wheel steer and knee-down techniques, still prevalent to date. He grew up in an agricultural area next to a highway, and from the get-go, he'd always been a fan of horseback riding. By age 12, he got his hands on a motorcycle and had his first race when a friend dared him. Kenny Sr. would not let such a challenge slide, and one thing's for sure, he had a thrilling experience on the ride. In fact, he was so thrilled that he would do what it took to get a motorcycle, and started using his creativity to make one. He took apart his father's lawnmower and attached its engine to the frame of a bicycle. Talk about being creative. His career began on the dirt tracks after he decided to compete for himself after attending a local race held in Modesto. His father supported his dream by buying him the Tahatsu, but it was not a competitive bike, and soon after, he upgraded to a Hadaka. Kenny showed natural talent when he made it to dirt track racing and won several local races. A local Suzuki dealership noticed his good results in 1968 and offered to sponsor him while riding a Suzuki motorcycle. Kenny was so invested in motorcycle racing that he decided to leave high school and focus only on racing. By the age of 18, he was finally able to race professionally. Just a day after his birthday, he was already participating in a race in Cow Palace, San Francisco, and finished the race in 4th place. Fast track to 1978, Kenny developed a unique rear-wheel riding form while in a successful AMA dirt track racing career. After several appearances during road races, he moved with Yamaha into the 500cc World Championship in 1978. By this time, Kenny was 27 years old. Barry Sheene may have won the season opener for Suzuki, but Kenny claimed round 3 and the 2 following events. They would win a single time in the last 6 rounds, but Kenny took the lead with 10 points and became the first American to claim the world title. After claiming the 1978 season, 1979 should have been better, but he was severely injured while testing and had to sit out the season opener. He made a comeback for round 2 while still recovering, and he amazingly beat the odds. The much-anticipated British Grand Prix didn't disappoint the fans. Kenny Roberts and Barry Sheene went at it tooth and nail throughout the whole race, but at the end, Kenny beat Barry by fractions of a second to claim the win. By the time the Le Mans finale came, Kenny finished in 3rd position to take his 2nd world title. Kenny faced a new rival from America in 1980, Randy Mamola. Still, after winning 3 times from the start, Kenny was in great control, and by following it with 3 more podiums in the last round, by 25 points, Kenny claimed his 3rd and last championship title. In 1981, Kenny used a new engine to level the playing field. Still, with only 2 wins out of the initial 3 races, Kenny and Yamaha were left with no choice but to observe as Suzuki claimed the crown with their riders Mamola and Marco Lucanelli. 1982 saw him grab the early opening round. However, he injured his knee and finished the season in 4th position overall. 1983 was looming, so Kenny knew this was going to be his last season in MotoGP, so he regrouped to aggressively compete for the title that next year. Freddie Spencer took the first 3 races for Honda, but Kenny gave a spectacular performance halfway through the season by claiming 5 out of the following 7 races. The ultimate moment was in Sweden, where Spencer took a last win at the penultimate round and claimed the title by 2 points ahead of Kenny. Kenny's fans were devastated, and they knew this would be his final race at Imola for the 500cc class. Kenny retired and created his own GP team that claimed 3 world titles for the 500cc class, with Yamaha and Wayne Rainey at the helm. Kenny Roberts Jr. Now that you have an insight on Kenny Roberts Sr., let's take a look at Kenny Roberts Jr.'s racing career achievements. Kenny Roberts Jr. had his first 250cc class race in 1990 at Willow Springs, and amazingly won 5 races from the start. By 1993, he moved to the 250cc GrandPrix motorcycle racing class. He was a full-time racer by 1994 and continued into 1995 with the Yamaha team. Still with Yamaha Racing in 1996, Roberts Jr. continued in the 500cc class and finished the season in 13th position overall. But for the 1997 season, Yamaha failed to renew his contract. Roll on 1997, he made it to his father's team and spent over 2 years developing their 2-stroke bike, Modernas. He struggled to reach the top in those 2 years and completed the seasons in positions 16th and 13th respectively in 1997 and 1998. Roberts Jr. got his chance when Suzuki signed him up for 1999 to their Grand Prix team, and his debut race in Malaysia was a success after he claimed a victory and defeated Mick Doohan, the reigning world champion. He claimed victory in the race that followed in Japan and defeated Doohan again. His great winning streak earned him a spot as a major title rival for Alex Crivillier, who was Mick's teammate. Roberts Jr. performed inconsistently for the rest of the season and claimed only 2 victories and 4 more podiums. Crivillier took his lead in the World Championship, leaving him in 2nd place for the championship. Roberts Jr. returned to the fight for the championship again in 2000. When Crivillier failed to regain his form, the only person he had to face was Valentino Rossi, who'd shown up fresh to the competition after claiming the 250cc title. Roberts Jr. was consistent this time round, with 4 victories and 5 podiums out of 16 races. He claimed his first title with only 2 races remaining to end the season, when he claimed 6th place in Rio as Rossi was the winner of the race. He was recognized as the first son of a previous world champion to claim the title, and by winning, he had made Suzuki break Honda's 6-time winning streak for the championship that had gone on for 6 years. Quite the achievement. Roberts Jr. had a very difficult time defending his title in 2001, with Rossi taking the lead and winning the title. Roberts Jr. only took a single podium to complete the season in a terrible 11th position. That was also the end of the 500cc 2-stroke bike era, because the regulations changed in 2002. Roberts Jr. faced some very difficult times between 2002 and 2005, while developing the Suzuki GSV-R 4-stroke 990cc bike to challenge Yamaha and Honda. His former teammate John Hopkins also challenged and often beat him. Hopkins beat him in 2003 and 2004, and for the 4 years, Robert Jr. could only achieve 2 podium standings in 2002 and 2005 respectively. Suzuki failed to renew its contract with Roberts Jr. at the end of 2005 as it opted for Chris Vermeulen, a much younger rider. Roberts Jr. returned to Team Roberts in 2006, and the Honda RC211V V5 engine gave him what he needed to claim the podium in Catalunya after starting on the front row. His bike was very promising, evident after he took 5 continuous grid positions halfway through the season. He was 3rd at Estoril again after leading with 1 lap remaining. He explained later that he'd miscalculated the number of laps remaining to finish, as he did not see the checkered flag, which distracted him from preventing Tony Alia from passing him. With 2 podium finishes, he finished in 6th position at the end of the year in the standings, with help from riders such as Sete Gibanu and Casey Stoner, who'd missed the races. This was the best result Roberts Jr. had achieved since he won the championship in 2000. Roberts Jr. stuck to his father's team from the beginning of 2007, and another new era was marked by the replacement of the 990cc bike with the 800cc. Honda supplied his KR21 2V bikes with the RC21 2V's V4 engine, and Roberts Jr. rode one. The season of 2007 was not a good one, as Honda focused solely on enhancing the performance of the terrible performing machine of the Repsol Honda factory. With only 4 points to account for in the initial half of the season, Roberts Jr. ceased racing halfway through the season, and his brother Curtis took his place. He made no comeback in 2007, and the whole team never participated in any races in the 2008 season. Now you're up to speed. Father versus son. Who is the best in your eyes? From their impressive racing careers, they both made some great milestones. Kenny Roberts Sr.'s career had some of the best 7 racing years. In that time, he claimed 3 consecutive 500cc World Championships. It's impressive, right? He also had 2 third places and 6 second places, and was one of the great title contenders in his years. Kenny Roberts Jr. has also had some impressive performances throughout his career, achieving 8 wins for 15 years in the MotoGP class, but with only 1 World Championship from the FIM road racing in 2000. His father motivated him to be a rider and was a major driving force in his good performance, but he could never reach his father's level. But wait, let's not forget Kenny Roberts Jr. participated in a different era, on different machinery, where every rider had to adapt. So, along with his World Championship title and his 8 first-place wins, he also had 22 podiums, 9 of which were achieved in the one season. The season he lifted his world title, and 10 pole positions in his day. That's an impressive record when you're up against the best racers in the business. He may not have been at his father's level, but Kenny Roberts Jr. has been one tough rival for other racers. Who do you think is better, given the different time eras each rider endured? The father or the son? Let us know what you think in the comments. Be sure to check out Moto Plus for more fantastic videos. See you there!